And then,
Not a penny.
and then, okay, and then just for me, the strings, please. Which ones? Each ones.
So E from the top, A,
Yep.
E, G, B, E.
So just one more time. A,
E, A, D, G, B, E.
okay, cool, awesome.
So that's the Eddie 8 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie thing.
88 Dynamite. Good. By Eddie. Oh yeah, so those two are both E strings.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, sweet.
Yep. Cool. So let's go back to that. So finger 2 on the B string in the first fret, so that's the second one up.
Yep.
Sticky fingers are up beside it in the second fret. So finger 3 is on the second fret of the D string, and the pinky's right below it. And you'll.
And we're playing how many strings? 5.
That's good.
Cool.
And keeping that same shape, we slide up 2 frets and add finger 1 to the second fret on the high E string. And you're playing 4 strings.
Oh, 4 strings? No, yeah.
Strings, just the ones you're fretting on this one.
Cool. And that's B minor?
B minor, yep.
Cool.
Good. Then F sharp diminished. Starts with finger 1 on that C note again, the first fret of the B string.
Yep.
Yep. And then finger 2 is the second fret of the G string. So it's across. And then the third finger is at the very bottom on the second fret in the E string.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And it's just the 3 bottom strings.
Cool. Awesome.
Good. Well, while we're on that, because I did prepare a couple of things for you, I'm just going to share my screen with you so I can show you a diagram, so you'll still hear me talking, but you won't have, you won't have to look at me. Where is it?
It's cool when you work this thing out, eh? Doing sharing screens and stuff.
I'm loving it. It's changed the whole teach, I reckon.
Yeah, man.
That's good. Can you see that now?
I've seen you're sharing the screen, but I can't see what you've got on there.
Okay, it should come up in a second.
Oh, yep, there we go. Yep, got it.
That's it. So what this here is so it's a quick reference to how every key works. This one happens to start on minors, which is not helpful for you just yet. Hang on. That one will be a bit better. Here we go. So every key, the reason we learn a key chord scale the way we do, so this is the key chord scale you've learned here where my mouse is. Yep. And so every key is actually identical. They're just higher or lower in tone. And then, so as you learn bar chords, there are 4 shapes you'll worry about, plus the diminished shape, which just slides around. And you can play so there are 36 basic chords, which isn't actually a lot when you think you can play them with 4 shapes and just move it around. One of those shapes you're already using, which is the A minor shape.
Yep.
When you move into B minor, you're technically playing a bar chord. All you need to do to make that a full bar chord is lay your finger up across the whole fretboard rather than just finger 1. Yeah. That hurt at the beginning and the muscles in your forearm here. But, so the transferable knowledge in this is huge. Because every key is the same, there are a few formulas we'll look at, but they're really, really simple. So see up the top here, where my mouse is, got the Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Are you okay with Roman numerals?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Yep. So those degrees, the type of chords that happen there are always the same. It's always identical. So it's always major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and then goes back to major.
Okay.
Yep. And it's always alphabetical. I know it looks intense at this point, but if you break it down and look at it in its basic elements, it's the musical alphabet from A to G back to A. You only use 8 notes in any key. 2 of them are obviously the same. So it's still, so it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, back to G.
Mm-hmm.
That make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So all of them are like that. So once we start moving with bar chords, which won't be too far away for you by the way we're going, I'd say you'll start seeing all these formulas on a regular basis, and it'll just make lots of sense.
Okay, cool.
And that's available at this website address here. Have I given you that before?
Awesome. Yep.
Yeah, good. So that's all there to find. Stop that share, and we'll get on with some lead. That's good. So it's good to just introduce that stuff quietly, so you see it, so it doesn't take you by surprise when suddenly we're doing like mathematical formulas. Basically, is what it feels like for some people. But you see,
Yeah, man. No, I like it.
Good. All right, so we're going to look at a little bit more in the way of lead. Let's quickly revise what you did yesterday. So
Okay. Oh no, finger.
Oh, no. So hang on. 1, 2, 4, not 3.
Oh, not 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, not 3.
Yeah, that's right. Good.
Okay.
And on the next string, it's the 2 and 3. The 2 and 4. Still not 3. Yeah. You've stepped up even since yesterday. That's good.
That's cool.
That's good. Cool. So the next thing we're going to learn is, again, most of what we've tried to formulate the course as is using stuff that's transferable knowledge. So suddenly you're playing nothing where you feel and probably and definitely look like you're just flying at this point. But the transferable knowledge is what's really important. Like that's when that kicks in, the growth rate will be way faster than what we were just doing now. So
It's pretty cool. I said to my sister this morning, I was like, man, last week or 2 weeks ago, I was like, man, it'd be cool to play the guitar. And I'm like, I'm fucking playing the guitar.
that's right. Good. Yeah, doing really well. You'll fly. You'll keep. It's a lifelong thing. It's a snowball effect. So you think how you're accelerating now. You think in 10 years' time with actual. There's a theory of 1,000 hours practice time makes you proficient.
Okay.
Really important is how you use those 1,000 hours. So, like your first part of your 1,000 hours, which is, I don't know, you might have reached 10. I don't know how many hours you're putting in at your end, but
Definitely not 10.
yeah, but they're full at this point. Like you're really moving it fast. So let's look at what's called a pentatonic scale. So again, this is lead guitar, and it's there's quite a few more notes in this one, but we're going to do the easy version to start with, and then we'll move on to the other one once you're feeling good about that one. But probably as a lead guitarist, there are lead guitarists that never knew any chords, and they learned this one scale and became some of the most famous musicians on the planet just from one scale. So B.B. King he couldn't play a single chord. All he knew was this one scale that I'm about to teach you, and you'll crack up laughing when you start using it, going, "Oh my goodness, how did he make it sound so cool?" So what we're doing is, firstly, everything has an open string to it. So it's part of why we're doing some of these keys first, is so that they're not anything, there's no F string. So you're easily going to make anything sound too bad, even if you do fumble. Sometimes those mistakes are things you're going to try and replicate because you keep doing them and they sound good. So we start off with the open string. So just the open string at the bottom, the high E string. Yep. And then finger 2, go to fret 3. Yep. So it's open 3. And then on the next string, it's the same thing. Open 3. Yep. Make sure you get that open sound as well. Good. So they're kind of inside that box pattern that you're using. So you go, good. So open 3, and then on the G string, the third one up, you're going open 2. Good. Then go up a string, go open 2 again. Good. And open 2 again on the next string. Yes, it seems too simple. I can see the look on your face. Good.
Last night I was playing with doing those little hammers that you were talking about. They sound just playing with them, and almost like using your fret fingers as like a strum as well, like a.
Oh, so what so the hammer on quickly becomes a pluck as well.
Yeah.
So there's necks in there that are vital and they're coming naturally. So that last top is open 4 again. Open 3, sorry.
Open 3.
Yeah.
What string is that? A.
E right at the top.
Cool.
Yep. So we'll walk through that again.
Yep.
Go down to the bottom. So open 3. Yep. Open 3 on the string. Open 2. Good. Open 2 again. Good. Open 2. Yeah, and then open 3 at the top. Good.
Is that how we did it?
Yep, it sounded correct to me.
Cool.
Good.
So it was. Yep.
Yeah, there's 2 schools of thoughts on how to use these. One is the boring scalic thing where you absolutely learn the scales so that you don't make mistakes, and that's got complete relevance, but you get into habits that way too of just staying inside one scale, because the aim is to be is getting all the way across the fretboard. So we're trying to do lots of things all over the fretboard. So if you spend too much time inside just the scales, your playing will sound like that, and you'll listen to people and you'll start hearing that and going, they're basically just scales. Yes, they're entertaining the audience. It does entertain an audience, but they're not getting creative with it. So
yeah, man.
So as soon as you're ready to, start doing that sort of thing, finding your own sounds, impersonating other people, start getting lots of fun things.
That's where I'm at, man. I don't like playing to stuff. I just like sitting here just doing my thing. And then I play something really cool and I'm like, fuck, what was that?
Yeah. So a lot of us, when you're creative like that, like as a songwriter, I learned that really early on was to record just about everything so that you can go, right, what I was playing or what was that lyric. So you'll find at first, this will, depending on you as a player, like I was brought up in country music. So before I knew it, as soon as I learned the scale, I was no longer a country player, I was a blues player. And I've spent my life trying to sound like the country player I wanted to be. As a young, my lead guitar is so blues. So they're just right there in your fingertips.
That is so cool.
So I'll walk you through a few of the techniques. So there's a bend. So just literally bending up. Or bend. That's good. How old are those strings on the guitar, you reckon?
How old?
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay, that tells me before long you're going to really appreciate when you go to a guitar store and buy some new strings. So we'll walk you through that process when that happens.
I need to buy a guitar. This is my mum's.
Oh, it's mum's, of course. Yeah. Well, I would advise when you buy your first guitar, buy something that just makes your heart beat faster, where you go, oh my goodness, I've got to have that. Then that'll make all the difference. You'll to-do all day. And
what do you think about what about electric versus acoustic?
Depends what you're going to use. What sort of music are you listening to?
Oh man, I'm really broad. Like I do country, blues, rock, metal. Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of electric guitar work in there, I think.
Yeah, for sure. But then I do like a bit of, almost like, I love the way that likes of Jack Johnson plays, like just
absolutely
mellow.
Yeah. So I don't know which way to send you because it's such early days, but with an electric,
what's the easiest transition? Is it easier to go acoustic than electric?
That's how most people do it, but the pitfalls of the electric guitar are that you have to plug it in. So there's a process where if you're actually in a can't be bothered mood, you can often be quite bothered playing guitar if you pick up an acoustic because you don't have to do anything, you just go. So that the benefits of the electric is, as we were talking about, the fretboard is closer together, so you can move faster. The action's closer. The width of the fretboard is thinner as well. So that's why I bought this guitar, because it's closer to an electric in shape and stuff here. So I can do all those sort of things. And you won't go through so much pain, and you can bend a lot more on an electric than you can on an acoustic. A lot of those tricks.
Is that one not got a hole in here?
Huh? Oh,
is that one not?
No, this is my best buddy.
Whoa, the hole's up there.
Yeah, and down here.
Holy moly!
Yeah, she's a pretty special.
Cool. Man, that is cool.
I kind of bought it because I learned as a musician, people hear what they see. So
Yeah.
if I'm in the wrong venue and I'm dressed like an old rocker, and they're old ladies, they're not going to relate to me the same way. And if
Yeah.
I would for them, and it's a bar full of rockers, they ain't going to buy me. But the one thing about this guitar is people see a flashy guitar and go, gosh, you must be good. And so to it already, they think I'm good before I even start. So
Yeah, man.
yeah. So, and that's why I use this one, because it's good for modeling, which is one thing that might make the difference for your first purchase, is you can get pedals that can do any sort of sound. So you'll get the acoustic sound out of an electric, but trying to go the other way, it never really works quite so well. So using one to start with, maybe an electric, but fall in love with the guitar
I saw someone trade me. What are those Stratocasters?
Oh, yep.
They look cool. I don't know. I just like the classic rock look.
Yeah, that's right. So we've got I've got a Telecaster, which is the slightly different shape. It looks really empty around here.
Mm.
It's also by Fender. It's the next model from the Strat. But we've got a bunch of them for sale. As soon as the studio's open, I'll send you photos and stuff, and you can do some comparison prices to other places, etc.
Do you have them new, or?
Yeah, there are. Well, some of them have never been played, but they're out of their boxes. They're all out.
Yeah, sure.
And some of them have been played by students.
Yeah.
So they've been sitting there for a wee while. So yeah,
Oh man, I'm like crap. How can we... I want mine now.
Yeah. It sounds like it won't be long. The government are announcing new procedures soon about level 3. It sounds like our studio might open at that point. We'll just be dropping the...
Yeah, I've just got cash burning a hole in my pocket and I want a guitar.
Yeah. You're right for the picking right now then. It's good.
Yeah.
So bends. So the bends, the other reckon you'd relate to, and think about the first 5-note pentatonic, and that's a slide. So you slide from one note in the scale to another. So first you hit it and let it ring.
Is this E string?
Either one, either the E or the B. I'd say start on the B, it just gives you a bit more room. But make sure you're in the scale, because you'll confuse your ear at this point if you're doing too much.
And the scale is up here.
I know the 5 we did yesterday.
Oh, that one.
So you're going with finger 2 from fret 3 to fret 5 on the B string.
3 to 5.
Yeah, 3 to 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good. All right.
What are these dots?
Okay, so they're reference points. So when we get to know the chord, you'll start, the first dot is G on your E string. You got G, A, B, C sharp, E. So they're reference points so you don't get lost, basically.
It sounds like talking heads.
Yeah. So you're almost doing another technique there. So when you end a phrase, something I do a lot of is when I end a phrase like a slide, I do vibrato. So it's different from a bend. So you're going up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like real glam metal sort of stuff. Yeah, that's good.
Man, that's super cool.
Yeah, it's my favourite technique.
It's like your whole hands off the guitar, just on the finger.
Yeah, yeah. You just take the thumb off a little to give it a bit of room to move, but it'll be easy to slip off. So just make sure you're ready
Oh
to
yeah.
grab it again. If you do that
I tell
live,
you what, my fingers are numb, man.
yeah. I was waiting for you to say
I
that.
can't pick my nose well anymore.
True.
And it reminds me of Jack Black and Tenacious D talking about the bending.
Yeah. So one thing I'd say when you're tutoring with slide, just try and remember where your fingers are and what pattern. So if you're in the 5 note and you're going to slide on the B string, start with finger 2 and keep that for the slide so that you'll get back to it easier. If you're using 1, you're miles away from 1's reference point by the time you get there.
So 1's reference point is 2, is fret 2.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was... Oh, yeah. Man, what is that song? Oh, yeah, it is that one.
Yeah, I think you're playing Deliverance. Yeah. Is it safe to say you probably shouldn't play that in Waimea?
Yeah, definitely not Waimea.
It's classic.
When I smashed one of my front teeth out, and I got around for 18 months with no front tooth. And everyone used to be like, "Where's your banjo?"
Yeah, sure. Classic. Yeah, I lost one recently, and I haven't bothered getting anything put in because I know it terrified me.
Oh, mine was. Look, man, I got a fake one.
Oh, right. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's probably next for me, but mine got so infected, my face swelled up like this. And basically the doctor said, oh, well, you might have woken up retarded tomorrow. So it kind of scared me. I just
Wow.
just going to wait. I'm happy to be alive and not.
Yeah, pull it out.
To my family.
Yeah, you can die from that stuff. I was pretty lucky with mine. It was sitting there doing something for ages, and it wasn't until I was eating some hard potato chips at Christmas time, and it just broke my tooth. And then when they checked it out, it was like, holy shit, your whole, like, it's gone up into your top jaw.
Yeah.
I was just smoking so much weed that I couldn't feel it.
That's right. It's good.
All right, man. That was real good.
It's good. So have a tutu with those over some of those backing tracks. Just have some fun.
Yep.
Parting tip to think about, just to try your way. If any 2 notes in those scales go together. If you can physically...
Say again?
Any 2 notes in those scales can go together. If you can play them at the same time physically, like that, or like that, like...
Oh, yeah.
Try them out there.
Oh, that's cool. Man. And then the other one was just, the other scale was just real quick.
Yeah. So open 3.
And we're using second finger?
Yeah, second finger.
Or first? Yeah.
Yeah, open 2, open 3 again.
Yep.
And then open 2. Yeah, open 2 again.
Still using second finger?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
open 2 again on the A string.
Yep.
Yeah, and then open 3.
Cool. Awesome. So it's 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3.
Yep, that's it. Good.
Awesome, man.
And
Thank you so much.
It's all good. So it's in the key of G. Any time you're doing any of those, you can go back to any of those chords we just talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of clever tricks in there.
Oh man, that's wild horses.
Yes, yes it is. You've got an.
Yeah, man. All right, you're going to have a good day.
Yeah, you too, mate. Have a good one.
Cheers, dude.
Great. See ya.